Today's Wheelie Good Tips is brought to you by Permobil. Thanks guys for your support.
I guess what I can say to parents is if you're quiet, you can't afford to be quiet. You have got to ask, and if you don't get the right answer, you've got to ask again. Be a squeaky wheel, because this is critical. I was very happy to have been a little bit proactive and outspoken when I was in ICU, and because we wanted to know about accommodation and what Burwood looked like, I asked to have Ben's father and me and my partner and Ben's partner go to Burwood and see what it looked like, meet a few people, so that we just had a vision when he got there. And so I wanted to go there and see what it had to offer in the way of accommodation, but what I got from it was so much more. And we came away from that meeting just with this huge sense of relief about where we were going in our next step of the journey. That wasn't offered to me, I had to push for it. So if you're unsure, you ask. The only silly question is the one you don't ask, and push. The most important thing I've done for my son is probably just being there. I found it quite hard because he's 22, he's been away from home 4 years, he's got a girlfriend. It was very hard to know where my boundaries were, and he was vulnerable now. When we dropped him at university, it was exciting. Now all of a sudden he's gone back to that vulnerable child, and it was really hard to know where it sat with me being involved. And I have to say my involvement was more at the beginning, and then I had to back off as he got more confident and his girlfriend got more confident. So it was really being there for him, but often I might be sitting in the unit for 5 hours and I might only see him for 10 minutes. His mates were there, they were more important, his partner was more important, and all I was there is there and hovering. The most important thing I've done for myself is probably get out and see the sunshine, get into the garden, walk in the gardens of the Spinal unit, go out for a coffee, go to the movies, have a massage. It is actually really important to extricate you from the situation and get out there, and I know that my son was very aware of the fact that I needed to. The main thing that I wish that had gone differently is that I got to know the people in the Spinal Trust team a lot earlier. They came in early, but I think one of the most critical things I could say to anyone that's going there is, if in doubt, go and see them. They're just down the corridor. Their door's always open. I'm almost welling up saying this, they are the most important people to support you in this journey. I don't know what I'd have done without them. I'd have probably lost the plot, because there's so many people in the multidisciplinary team. Like there's the OTs, there's the nurses, the psychologist, the social worker, the healthcare assistants. It was just like, it was such a relief and so important. And from then on, if I had any question, I just went to them. They didn't need to know the answer, but I tell you what, they knew who I could go to. Make sure that you make yourself known and do not be shy, and lean on that Spinal Trust team. They've been there, they've done it, they're credible, they've lived it for years, and who knows better than them? So that was a huge, huge stressor. And once I had them, the poor things, they'd have got sick of me going in there, honestly. They go, oh, here she comes again, what question she got this time? They always had the answer, and they do make me well up in gratefulness to have them.